This, I think, is the best version of He's a Pirate that I've come across. A lot of versions out there, as I'm sure you've noticed. This one is head and shoulders above the rest. The arranger is Patrik Pietschmann. No surprise there. He's really good at this kind of thing. And it is a little harder than the other versions, but not in the way that you might think. It's actually fairly easy to learn, but a bit trickier to get up to speed. Anyway, I'll begin by playing the first 10 seconds of it for you here, just to kind of give you a sense of what you're up against. And yeah, then I'll slow it down, I'll take it apart, and I'll show you exactly how to learn it yourself. So here goes. He's a pirate. That's about enough. All right, so this piece is in 12/8 time. That's the first thing you should know. That means 4 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Every bar. All right, so everything is in 3. And the piece begins with this introduction. You're going to have the pedal down for the first 3 bars, almost the full first 3 bars. The pedal will just be sitting down and everything will mix. And this is what we start off with. It's pretty straightforward. If we were to count this out, just to make sure that you have the rhythmic scaffolding in place, we'll have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't worry, you don't have to follow or do what I'm saying right now. I'm giving you a general overview of what we're about to do. Right, so this is the motivic kernel out of which this whole piece emerges. So once you have that in the back of your head, and I'm sure you do since it's such a famous piece, I don't think the rhythm will be an issue. The fingering, since it's so fast on a single note, I would say to alternate between the first and second fingers. We start, now you can follow along. Start with the second finger. And you'll always alternate between 2 and 1 for the duration of a bar. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's your first bar. Always alternating. And the rhythm will be long, short, long. Short, long, short, 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 short. Once more, a little slower with the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's your first bar. The second bar is identical, so you repeat what you just did exactly the same way. But what you will notice is that at the end of the first bar, you end with the second finger. Right? So you end on the second finger and begin the next bar with the second finger. So you'll have 2 second fingers in a row. And that'll be a way to sort of signal to yourself, hey, there's a new bar coming. 2, 2. 2, 2. And the third bar is basically identical except for the last 2 beats, 11 and 12. You have this chord and this chord. But we'll get to that in a bit. From a technical point of view, you want to make sure that you're not really playing these notes with your fingers so much as with a bouncy, flexible, almost rubber wrist. And just kind of, it's almost like you're knocking on the door. And the fingers are there just to absorb the pressure, absorb the shock of the bouncing wrist. Very loose and jumpy. Try to get that right away because the whole piece really requires you to be very loose and flexible, especially in your wrist. If you're tight in the wrist, you will not get past page 1. All right, so that's your first more or less first 3 bars. Now the left hand. So we begin the first bar with just the right. The next bar begins with both of the hands on 2. And the left hand does exactly what the right hand does. Same fingering, same notes, same rhythm. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving on. Left hand opens up to an octave. Same thing. Right up until the last 2 chords, left hand remains on the octave D, jumping up on those. And as soon as you get to these chords, lose the pedal. Dry it out. If you have a pedal down, way too messy. You don't want that. So dry it out and clean it up. Those chords, by the way, are 1, 2, 3, and 5. That's D minor second inversion. And then C major, 1, 2, 3, and 5, same fingering in root position. And just the same way you had a bouncy wrist for all the single notes, make sure to bounce on the chords. Don't stick to them. If you stick to them, you will inevitably accumulate tension. All right. So that should just about cover it. I think that's pretty clear. The one thing that I know is going to be an issue for people, so let me get ahead of it. In the third bar, when the right hand is playing, knowing exactly when to jump onto this chord, that has to be very well nailed down. You can't hope and guess that you're right, especially if you're playing this building up introduction and then you're supposed to begin the melody. This is the pickup into the melody, right? If you mess that up, it ruins everything. So let's make sure we really nail that down. So the first thing we have to know is, what is the last finger used before we go to the chord? Well, the answer is the second. That's where you're landing. Watch. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, chord. So from the second finger goes the chord. And notice that in the chord, that second finger is playing again. So that's useful to know. To practice this and to really get that well nailed down, I'd recommend doing it this way. 1, 2, chord. Treat that as a unit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Once you have that down, put it together with the whole bar. And there you have it. Then you're safe. Let's put all that together now with the counts, nice and slow from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And here we are now moving into the next bar. And this is where really the melody is. The previous 2 are a pickup into this bar, which is as follows. I'll play from maybe here, yeah. That's what we're going to cover right now. In the right hand, we begin after the chords with 1, 2, 3, and 5. And you play that 3 times. I'm holding these chords down, but at a fast tempo, they're all jumpy. Keep that in mind as you're speeding up. So 3 of these. D minor root position. Moving on, we have 1, 2, 4, and 5. C major first inversion. Moving on. 1, 2, 4, and 5. B flat major, second inversion. That's your first sequence of chords. Make sure you've got that down, pretty well learned. Flexible wrist, don't tighten up anywhere along the way. And here it is with the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take your time and make sure you can rewatch this as many times as necessary. Make sure you have that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm playing it a little bit on the faster side, but feel free to slow it down. You have that little function at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Slow it down if you need to, but practice it at your leisure and make sure you're flexible throughout. The left hand, we have along D, then 3 Ds. We jump up to C and down to B flat. Again, at a fast clip, and you can practice it this way, they should all be jumpy. Another bit of advice is if you're following the left hand, follow the thumb. Don't follow the pinky. If you follow the thumb, and you can do all of that, the bottom notes will almost certainly come along for the ride, and there won't be any issue. Nice and jumpy, fluid, flexible. With the counts, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take a few moments, make sure you have that down. And here it is when you put them together. Together, together, left hand, together, together, together. So they're almost all together except for one lonely left hand octave. Like that. With the counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad, right? Pretty good. All right, I think this is a good spot to leave off on. I'm going to continue teaching this, and I'll go through the whole piece. It's quite a lot to do, but we'll manage it. Once you have a general technical ability surrounding these chords, then the rest of the piece becomes significantly easier. Yeah. So I'm taking my time at the beginning, and then as we progress, you'll see that things will start to move a little quicker, a little bit more smoothly. All right, so the rest of the tutorial is on the full library. I have like hundreds of pieces there, film and classical, so go check that out. There's a free trial. You can become a member, have a look around. If you don't like it, no hard feelings. You can bounce, and we won't charge you a cent, right? It's a free trial. But yeah, everything is there. Library and this series included. Cool. I'll see you in the next part tutorial. See you soon.